What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. So you guys heard about the big update that's happening tomorrow. So we're getting Athlete Chun with the most badass outfit in the world for any athlete. We're getting Summer Yang, and we may be getting, I don't know if it's going to be the same time, but eventually Evil Ryu, right? So in honor of all of this, I want to do something a little different today. All right, we're going to do something that I have been thinking about for quite some time, because I recently watched the Street Fighter 2 animated movie again for probably the 900th time. It's been quite some time of watching that. And I want to talk about the top 5 best Street Fighter moments in Street Fighter anime history, right? Now, I can't do Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, unfortunately, because even when I react to it, there's a copyright strike every freaking time. So if you haven't seen Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, it's the best version of Street Fighter out there in terms of real life. Definitely do yourself a favor and go check it out. So again, Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. Too bad they copyright everything I ever try to do in terms of promoting their product. But what I want to do, guys, is jump on YouTube here, okay, and actually go over some of the best things. So first off, near and dear to my heart is this specific fight here. Okay, so I want to show you guys what started off Street Fighter for me with a bang. Okay, so I'm gonna watch this ad because we want to do these guys a favor, content creators, right? I'm one of them. If you watch ads, we get paid. So it's kind of a nice thing to do. But this right here, guys, this right here was the defining moment of Street Fighter. Now, this is going to be the explicit version, right? If you've watched the North American version, they cut out a serious part. So let's watch this. First off, the setting is absolutely incredible, and it's iconic because in Street Fighter Alpha 3, this is an actual setting in the game, and I've fought all my friends Sagat versus Ryu. So this right here was like, you don't understand. I rented this on VHS. I didn't even take it back to Blockbuster. I paid the damn fee. I was paid to win when I was a kid, bro. I was taking movies like this from Blockbuster, and I was like, yo, you want to charge me? Charge me. I'll pay you $20. I was straight up pay to win. People were like, yeah, return the movie. We want to watch it. I was like, nah, man, this is mine now. Me and my friends all chipped in. We actually took this movie from Blockbuster and we kept it. Oh, big ups to Blockbuster. I miss you guys. But anyways, it's a really dark scene, first off. You don't know what's going on half the time, which is hilarious. And then you realize, and let me tell you guys honestly, the first time I watched this, I thought Sagat was a robot. And don't tell me you guys didn't think that either. Like, watch this. Okay, the thunder and lightning is incredible. The noise, you hear Sagat punching, kicking with Ryu blocking. Right, the music is pretty damn epic. So just watch, like you hear the wind and the grass rustling, right? It's like it's setting up the scene really really well right here, like, and then you see that you kind of see pictures of Ryu right there, which is like I lost my mind when I saw him first time. Like just his eyes and his headband alone, I was like, oh, fanboy style, right? Now watch this. This part got me though, right? I was like, yo, this is crazy. Sagat's fighting. I knew that was Sagat because of the feet, bare feet. Obviously, he's running around, and you know the iconic eye patch. So before I go any further, first off, F you guys. Someone who commented when Sagat comes out, I should cosplay Sagat every single video until he's gone. Just because I'm bald, don't mean I can pull off a Sagat. I already pull off Saitama every day for you guys, so don't make me do Sagat. Anyways, like, amazing action. So what threw me off in this, right, was when you see the robot analyzing both of them. Right here. I thought this was Sagat analyzing Ryu. I'm like, there's no way Sagat's a robot. I was so mad. I thought he was a cyborg. But it's actually someone else watching him. Like, look how big he is in comparison. And this is when I thought Ryu was a robot. And I'm like, yo, they're all cyborgs the whole time. I was so mad. I was so mad. There's Tiger. And I do have to admit, I like the part that they actually don't say Hadouken and Tiger, because I think this is very early on in their fighting careers where they didn't actually have name their moves, or they just decided not to give it to them. Look at that. Look at that blood. You didn't see that North American version, okay? Right here. That, yo, my friend did this stance every time we play fought, eh? He thought he was Ryu all the time, doing the panting and everything. I was like, bro, stop it. You're not Ryu. Like, why are you doing this? And that right there was also another reason why the eye flash. I thought another reason why he was a cyborg. I just want to see the flex and the Shoryuken. And then the Hadoken at the end of it all. It's pretty crazy. So again, we're gonna go through some of the bets. This is one of my favorite fights ever. Right here, right here. Look at that. Look at the flex. Like, he just lifted a couple weights right before doing this because like the muscle gets tense. Look at that. And then there's the blood. See that you don't normally get in the NA version. I had to watch the Japanese version to see that. Or there's like an uncensored version now. And then of course, the most iconic part of this entire video. Again, it's that stance. I can't take it seriously anymore because of my friend who did that when we were kids. Like, why you gotta ruin it for me, bro? You know who you are too. If you watch this shit, you know who you are. Probably never told you over the last like 25 years. Like just iconic, man. That's so good. That's so good. And the music ramps up and like everything gets light. You can see him clearly. And then I'm like, Sagat scanning him still is over 9,000. No, it's not over 9,000 clearly. It's like Dragon Ball style. Allah Sagat just desperately is running to him right here. When they do that, bro, tell me right now that is not the most iconic thing ever. Ever, 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 ever. My favorite fight right there. As easy as it was, is the best intro, I think, of any animated movie ever because it was one of the first ones I've ever seen and it got me going. Okay. All right. Now, in honor of Chun Li, all right, in honor of Chun Li coming out, I love this fight too because it reminds me of just a married couple with a little bit more blood and claws. Chun Li versus Vega. Okay. So I can't show you guys the full shower scene. If you guys have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But like when my wife sees me, she's like, "Oh my god, my husband!" She gets that excited as well. Okay, so watch this. Let's just watch the fight. Okay. Oh, first off, I have to say the soundtrack's badass. So this is actually the small. I'm gonna go to the higher version. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is when Gao's trying to call Chun Li and be like, "You're about to get fucked up." Excuse my language. And this song was so like chill. You're like, yo, European style. Chun Li has like hold on, hold on, hold on. I can't be okay. Good, good. I can't be watching that shower scene. This is YouTube. It's a friendly channel. But like the music is great. Everything is set up so perfectly. Right, right. Here she comes. And every little boy fantasy pretty much came true at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like if you are my age and you watch this scene, you were like the happiest kid in the world. You were like hiding this from your parents to make sure they never saw it. But like this song alone was pretty bomb, I have to say. Right? Well, I'm gonna pause this, guys. Give me a sec. Sorry, 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 sorry. I just realized this is running in the background. The music's running, so I'm gonna cut this down. Like European music, like it sets such a serene feel. Like I was like vibing into this, and then like you see Comb Head over here or Mop Head, whichever you want to call him. I have to say the voice acting for Guile was impeccable. Like it was one of my favorite parts, right? And you get to see Chun Li actually do her hair, and you're like, how is this so easy for you to do? Like my wife takes forever to do this kind of stuff, and she's never had. I wish she's had buns like this. I got to talk to her about this. We got to maybe do a cosplay or something of Chun Li, especially after seeing Athletic Chun Li. Might have to happen. Um, and then you see that stalkers thing, and then this. I do that to my sheets all the time. So right there, when she says "Oh God, Vega" like that, and his eyes, like yo, like that's scary shit. Like this is like every woman's worst nightmare. It's like your ex stalker boyfriend who just can't get enough of you, just found a way into your new apartment that you were trying to hide from, and he just jumped through and he's trying to molest you. Like this is the scariest thing for women out there. I'm terrified for all women for this, but that she thing I definitely do every day. It pisses my wife off. It's hilarious, and she just yells, "Oh my god, I hate you." So it's similar. Wouldn't you like to know? You know, Guile had a huge crush on Chun Li this entire movie. It's hilarious. Like Vega was not messing around here. That's like a soccer trip yellow card right there. He's just breaking her house apart, bro. And it's crazy because it's like the most flustered you see Chun Li ever. I just want to say this real quick. Vega did the original Matrix before Neo did the Matrix. I swear to you, Neo copied this shit. They watched this in slow mo or watched this fight and were like, "We need to make Keanu Reeves do this." Like, look at this, psychotic. Ah, oh, still to this day, you know he's a real man. He drives manual. You know that he's right. That was like the when I saw that, I was like, "Gal's a G, man." First off, how do you know where she lives? Though? That's kind of creepy. This was a dope move. That was a dope move. Right here, the couch is how this is how redecorate my home personally. And whenever it tells me to move shit, that's how I do it, man. He's so pretty. He's so pretty, man. It's like Ken's face with Vega's body. He's a pretty boy. Yeah, yeah. He's definitely got something from that. He's got some sort of disease now officially. That's probably why he's not in Street Fighter Six. By the way, he probably died after doing that scene. But she threw that couch out of my died laughing. Hulk Hogan leg drop. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For a while, at that scene right there, when she said spinning bird kick, me and my friends for the longest time said spinning fart kick. We were so fucking immature. We said spinning fart kick for the longest time. We'd laugh about it as children. Like, remember, I watched this when I was like 12. Okay, like I was a kid, and every possible part I can make fun of, I did, and that was the most immature shit ever. Oh, when she did that to him, he was so mad. I laughed so hard. He does say it, okay, because in the non-censor he says "you witch." In this, he actually says the full thing. Yo, Vega's savage, bro. When Bison sends him, the scene before Bison sends him cracks me up. He's so beat up here. I'm shocked she actually wins this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. This part was dope. I love when she broke the wall. And this song got me hyped. This is probably one of the best scenes right here when she does this whole like maneuver. That reaction is so good. Still to this day, this is one of my favorite anime movies, I should say. Love it, love it. And through the wall, bro, so good, so freaking good. Ah. First off, Mans had to kick down the door for no reason. I don't know what he was thinking when he did that and why he did that, but that right there was one of my favorite scenes of all time. Now, I love the Fei Long versus Ryu fight, but I'm gonna, in honor of Evil Ryu, we're gonna do Ryu versus Cyborg real quick because I think this here is a really good scene as well, and I think it's and I just want to point this out. Okay, so first off, Ken fights this robot, the same robot, and gets his ass kicked. So I keep telling you guys Ryu's better than Ken. You guys don't believe me sometimes, but there's a reason why. Okay, so let's just watch this last part here, and then we're gonna call it. So Alpha is actually one of my favorite animated versions of Street Fighter. Unfortunately, the story just wasn't the greatest, right? And this kid was like the catalyst essentially for Ryu to become this way. Sakura, like they've got Dan and Miz, Birdie. Ken knows. Ken knows he'll be fine. No, you're so suave, Ken. You're so suave. Right in the face. I remember that. Bounce back. So hey, there you go. Chun Li again. In honor of Chun Li and Evil Ryu coming out. I don't have anything for Yang, guys. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Yang. I don't think he's in any of the animes, so can't really do much about that. This robot was actually pretty sick. Love that he calls him brother when it's really not like not really his brother. Obviously, if you guys have watched, not if you haven't watched Alpha, I suggest you watch it. It's actually a pretty good. It's pretty good. There's also Street Fighter Alpha Generations, which is not bad as well. But I find this one's a little more true to like the lore. So yeah, this is again in honor of Evil Ryu, okay? Because we know here he goes full on Satsuno Hado takeover, and I think it's one of the coolest parts in the entire movie because you don't get to see this side of Ryu very often, right? You see it right there, and there's Akuma's face kind of to match it, right? Now this is the face I make when my kids don't listen, right? And it works every time. Like if you do this to your kids, the wife she don't give a shit. She's not scared of me. My kids though, always works. You know what it is. That's my wallet's gonna say when he drops. Of course, I'm not gonna spend on him, but it's unfortunate. Look at that. Look how angry this man looks. Actually, not quite, bro. I like that he just like slowly walks with purpose here, just to blast him full front, and then the dude right there disintegrates, folks. Disintegrates. Now Ken feels that. Look at the power behind that. And Ken knows. Ken knows what's up. Like this is not normal Ryu Hadoken. This is like Satsuno Hadoken. Completely put a hole through the guy. So I just want to show you guys that real quick. And then this dude here, of course, is loving it. Akuma's loving it. He just full on lives for this nonsense. And in honor of Evil Ryu, there you guys have it. So anyway, something different. I want to show you guys three of my favorite animated fights in Street Fighter. There's a lot more, guys. There's a lot more. Like the Ken versus Ryu versus Bison in the animated movie. Sea Viper versus Cammy was incredible in one of the movies. There's the whole Street Fighter V series, right? There's again the Fei Long versus Ryu. There's Gotetsu versus Akuma. There's so many different variations of fights. There's Dan versus Birdie on that one. Again, there's a lot of out there that I love to watch, but I want to show 3 of my favorite in honor of these new units coming out. Nothing for Yang, unfortunately, so I'll just have to do a showcase for you guys. I'll be doing it for all of them anyways, but this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. Something new, something different, something fun. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.